All right. So for today, let's come to our backs. Start with your feet wide. Let the knees drop together so you feel that lower back open up. Bring the hands to the lower belly. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Feel the hands lift up. Sigh it out. One more like that. And then from here, let's flip the arms open so the chest is nice and open. And continue a few more of those deep belly breaths. Focusing on opening up through the chest and heart, practicing gratitude, and falling inward so we can be introspective and think about what matters most to us. I read a research article a while ago that says that the highest marker for happiness is gratitude. So not money or fame or job satisfaction, but gratitude. So while we're here breathing, try to think of 1, 2, or 10 things that you're grateful for. People, places, activities, your career, your house, whatever it is. Last deep breath. And bring the hands back down by the hips. Bring the feet hip distance. We're going to move into a bridge flow. Roll the shoulders under a little bit so you can press into the shoulders and forearm. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, slowly lower. Moving with your breath. You can close the eyes if you'd like. I often start with bridge flows because it helps us reset the pelvis. It also strengthens the legs, warms them up, and opens up the front of the body. Also helps us connect to our feet as we press into them to lift up. At the top of the next one, let's hold there. And then let's move up to the feet and the calves by lifting the heels. You can do this with the breath or a little faster. So we're holding the bridge and adding heel lifts. Last one. And lower on down, hugging the knees into the chest. Option to gently roll side to side. Meet in center, release the feet back down to the ground. Cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Bring the arms back up to cactus. Walk the right foot to the midline. Inhale, lift up into a one-legged bridge. Exhale, lower. Just doing a few of these, really isolating that right leg, opening up through the left hip. Ooh, just got a pop in my hip. Holding at the top and 5 little pulses. And release on down, deep breath in. Exhale, drop the legs as they are over to the right, straighten the arms and look to the left hand. Close the eyes and breathe deeply. Taking this time to fall inward. We worked and now we're going inward. Inhale to center. Switch legs. Right ankle to left thigh, arms back to cactus. Right foot can be flexed and active. Inhale, lift the hips up, working the left leg. Exhale, lower. Try to keep the hips stable here. They'll want to do some rocking. Try to keep them in a neutral position. At the top of this next one, 5 little slow pulses. And lower down. Deep breath in. Arms straighten. Exhale, drop the legs over to the left. Look to the right hand. Close the eyes and breathe deeply. Back to center. Release the legs. Hold on to the back of the thighs. You can rock up to seated or press up to seated. Your choice. Sitting in easy pose and then moving into a seated cat and cow. So inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, roll on the sit bones, look down at the legs. A few more like this. And then let's add the arms. Bring the hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close or hug, whatever feels most natural. Last one. And then bring the arms overhead, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, add a hinge. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Flowing with the breath. Try to keep the sit bones rooted to the ground. The opposite hip likes to try to pull up here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Whatever side you're on, hold here. Bring the hand to the ear so you get that tricep stretch. Try to twist the chest up to the ceiling. Root down through the sit bones as you lengthen through the side body. Good. Inhale up and over, switching sides. Same thing. Back on up. And then let's come to all fours. Few slow cat and cows with the breath. Last one. Then widen the knees, big toes together, press on back to child's pose. Try to make the back as wide as possible. Get rid of any wrinkles. Gently press into the hands so the forearms and elbows are lifted off the mat, making this an active child's pose. From here, shifting up, turning the toes under, coming on up to down dog. Calves and hamstrings are probably pretty tight, so some nice slow heel raises. And looking between the hands, walking the feet forward to forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to standing. Exhaling the hands through heart center. From here, inhaling the arms up, interlacing the fingers, index finger release. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold to chair, arms parallel to the ground. Then from here, let's interlace the hands behind the back, elbows bent, pull the hands apart. Release the hands to the hips, then hinge forward to forward fold. Inhale, half fold, nice straight back. Exhale, release to the fold. Stepping the right leg back, drop the knee for kneeling lunge. Inhale the arms up, interlace the hands behind the head, and lean back into the hands, opening up through the chest and that right hip flexor. Inhale the arms back up, bring them down to the ground. Swing the left leg back, press back to child's pose. Inhale, forward kneeling plank. Exhale, slow chaturanga. Lower to the ground, then prop up for Sphinx. Lengthen through the spine. Option to tuck the toes and activate the legs so the kneecaps are lifted off the ground. And then from here, half circles with the head. One side to the other. So don't go back, just side to side going forward. Then meet and center, deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, release, slide the hands under the shoulders, press up and back to child's pose. Inhale up, swing the right leg forward for kneeling lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the base of the skull and lean back. Breathe. Inhale the arms up. Bring them down to the ground. Lift up the left knee. Step forward to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Interlace the hands at the top. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold, airplane. Chair. Arms interlaced behind the back. Pull the hands apart again. So we're working those legs as we open up through the chest. This also prevents our back from curving in chair. Release the hands to the hips. Exhale, fold, releasing the hands down to the ground. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, release. Stepping the left leg back for warrior one position. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, straighten the right leg, pull the arms to cactus, open up through the chest. Inhale, warrior one. Move with the breath. Opening up, lengthening, being ready to accept whatever comes our way. Then holding warrior one, interlace the hands behind the back, add a chest expansion. This time arms can be straight, palms together. Option to hinge forward to humble warrior. Release the hands down to the ground, turn into a lunge. Step the right leg back to plank. Deep breath here, hold. Then dropping the knees, exhale chaturanga. Inhale baby cobra and hold here. Using the strength of the back. Exhale, release the forehead. Inhale, press up and back to down dog. Deep breath. Nice long spine here. So legs can be as bent as you need. From here, inhale the left foot forward between the hands. Right heel down for warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale, straighten the leg as you pull the arms cactus and open up through the chest. Inhale back, traditional warrior one. Moving with your breath. Working on strength, flexibility, and balance here. Then holding warrior one. Interlacing the hands behind the back, adding that chest expansion. Option to stay here or hinge forward to humble. Wherever you are, release the hands, bring them down to the ground. Turn into a lunge, then step forward to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Interlace the hands, bring them to the base of the skull, turn the glutes on, core on, shift the hips forward slightly, lean back into the hands. Back to neutral. Arms extend, exhale, fold. Then hold the fold here. Legs should have a little bend or a lot of bend. You can hold on to the forearms and just hang. From here, release the hands to the ground. Step the right leg back into a lunge. Inhale, sink the hips, lengthen through the spine to lunge and hold. Then start to straighten the left leg for hamstring stretch. Relax the head over the leg. Inhale back to lunge. Place the right hand on the mat or on a block. Inhale the left arm up, so twisting lunge. On the exhalation, we're going to start to straighten the left leg as we bring the left arm under the left thigh, some nerve flossing here. Inhale back to twisting lunge. Exhale back to leg straight, left arm under the left thigh. Moving with your breath. Try not to let the right hip drop or for the right toes to turn at all. You want the right toes still facing the top of the mat. After this one, let's meet in the twisting lunge. Lean back into that right shoulder blade to open up through the chest. This gets everything, the hips, the hip flexors, the lower back, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, bring the left hand to the ground. Step back to plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop the knees, chaturanga. Inhale to baby cobra or press to full cobra. Breathe. Good, nice open chest, shoulders relaxed, legs can be bent. Exhale, release. Inhale up and back to down dog. Breathe deeply here. Let's swing the right leg forward between the hands this time. And then sink the hips, lengthen through the spine. Lunge here. So come up to the fingertips if you can. Everything nice and long here. Pressing into the ball of the left foot. And then start to straighten the right leg, lengthen through the spine as much as you can before you fold over it. I don't know if you can hear the cats that aren't ours yelling in the backyard. Then come back to the lunge. Left hand plants on the mat or a block. Inhale the right arm up, twisting lunge. Exhale, start to straighten the right leg as you bring the right arm under the right thigh. Inhale back to twisting lunge. Good, move with your breath. Try to keep that left hip from dropping. Then on this one, let's hold the twisting lunge. Lean into that left shoulder, open up through the chest. All the spots. Exhale, bring the hand to the ground. Step back to plank. Hold here. Exhale, drop the knees. Chaturanga. Inhale this time to up dog. Thighs lift. Breathe. Arms straight. And then back to down dog. Deep breaths here. And look between the hands. Walk the feet forward to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale the hands through heart center. Then step whatever leg back so you can still see the screen. Toes turned out, wide plie position. Inhale the arms up to 5-pointed star. Come into our goddess pose squat. Swoop the arms down. Inhale back up. Connecting your breath. And then from here, meeting with the arms parallel to the ground. Left toes turn to the side, right toes turn to the back or front of the mat. Bend warrior two. Right elbow to right thigh, left arm overhead, extended side angle. Open up through that chest. Then start to straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand to the shin. Left arm straight up, triangle. Option to stay here, or you can start to shift the weight to the right leg. Bring the right hand to the front of and outside of the foot and lift up to half moon. Left foot is flexed and active, opening up through the chest. So falling inward and also opening up through the chest. You can stay in triangle as well. If you're in half moon, bend the right leg, come back to straddle. And everybody meet in the center with the hands on the hips, feet pointing forward. Move into a nice slow side lunge. Stretch those inner thighs, strengthen the outer hip. Then meet in center. Right toes stay to the side, left toes turn to the back, arms extend. Warrior two. Exhale, left elbow to left thigh, right arm overhead, extended side angle. Look up at the ceiling or down at the foot, your choice. Looking down at the foot, right arm comes straight up, start to straighten the left leg, left hand to the shin, triangle. Option to stay in triangle or start shifting the weight to the left leg. Left hand comes in front of and outside of the foot. Lift the right leg. Open up through the chest. And bend the leg, come back to straddle. Turn the feet parallel to one another. Inhale, open up through the chest. Interlace the hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, bring the arms with you. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Left hand on the ground in front of the face. Bend the left leg. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, unwind. Right hand down, right leg straight, left leg bends, left arm up. Exhale, unwind. Walk the hands to whichever foot you'd rather, turn into a lunge, and then step back to down dog. Deep breath inside out. Then inhale the left leg up, bend it, open up through the left hip. Bring the hips back to neutral, left leg forward into pigeon. If pigeon's not in your practice, what you want to do instead is sit. Bring the left leg to the thigh and stretch the hip that way. Otherwise, lengthen in pigeon, tuck the right toes for a deeper stretch through the right hip flexor. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold over that front left leg. Option to stay where you are. If your knee feels okay and your hip feels okay, you can come upright and try queen pigeon. Bend the right leg, hold on to the ankle. Choose to stay here, or you can move into balancing, lifting the left arm. So I'm completely off the left hip here. I'm not on the outside of my left hip. I'm using hip strength to lift myself up. And then everyone coming up to the hands. Walk the right foot a little closer and swing the left leg back to down dog. Pedal out the feet. If you're sitting and stretching in pigeon that way, just switch legs. If you're in down dog, inhale the right leg up, bend, open up through the hip. Then bring it back to neutral and between the hands to pigeon. Slide the left leg back. Option to keep the left toes tucked or not. Lengthen. One more deep breath here. Exhale, fold. Option to stay as you are. If you'd like to try queen pigeon or balancing, come upright, bend the left leg, hold onto the left ankle with the hand, choose to stay here or lift the right arm. So here you can see my right hip is not touching the ground. Everybody release the hands, come on up. Walk the left knee a little closer so you can swing that right leg back to down dog. And pedal out the feet. Knees. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread it through all the way, lowering to the right shoulder, right side of the face. Left arm can reach to the top of the mat or wrap around the body. Gently press on up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Same options with the right hand. Press on up. Then from here, walk the hands forward, shift the hips to a kneeling plank. Exhale, lower all the way down, forehead to the mat. Slide the hands back by the hips. Inhale, lift the chest and head, eyes look down at the mat. Option to add the legs and the arms for locust. Release, turn the head to the right and relax the head and arms and legs. Forehead back to the mat. We're going to do that again. Option to do locust again, or you can bend the legs for bow. Hold on to the outsides of the feet or the ankles. Bring the knees back hip distance. Then activate the core. Inhale, press into the hands. Breathe. Hard one to breathe in. Exhale, release. Turn the head to the left and relax the arms. Deep breaths. Forehead back to the mat. Press on up to all fours. And then come all the way to kneeling. Tuck the toes if that helps you feel more stable. Activate the core, bring the hands to the lower back, fingers pointing down. Inhale, lengthen and lift the chest up. Keep that imaginary apple between the chin and the chest. If you reach back and your heel is right there, you can come into full camel. If it's not there, just keep the hands on the lower back. Slowly come back to neutral. Untuck the toes, widen the knees, big toes together. Press back to child's pose. This time, relax the arms. From here, shift forward, and then let's meet on our backs. From here, let's extend the left leg straight up, leg active. Reach for the back of the thigh, press the leg into the hands. And bend the left leg. Hold on to the top of the shin, pull in nice and tight, and straighten the right leg. From here, release, bend both legs, and then with left leg in front, we're going to drop the legs out just like we're sitting crisscross applesauce or easy pose, but left leg in front. Arms out to a T, palm up. Breathe deeply. Gently bring the legs back together. And this time, right leg reaches up, leg active, foot flexed. Reach behind the thigh, press the thigh into the hands. You should feel an awesome stretch all through the hamstring, calf, IT band even, which is why I like the active stretch here instead of the passive where we just pull. Bend the right leg, hug the knee into the chest, straighten the left leg. Release, bend both legs. Going back to easy pose, but the right leg in front this time. And then arms straight overhead, palm up. Breathe. Start to bend the legs, bring the hands down by the hips. We're going to move into bridge, so feet hip distance. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Option to interlace the hands. Breathe. Exhale, release. Deep breath in neutral. We're going to do one more back bend. So if you like to, you could do bridge again. Otherwise, flip the arms for wheel. Walk the feet closer, pigeon toe, come up to the top of the head. Point the elbows and press on up. The weight should be mostly in the feet here. If you're doing bridge, hold there. And then everyone come on down. Hug the knees into the chest. Then bringing the left arm out to the side, guide the knees over to the right. Extend both arms, look over at the left hand. Inhale, center over to the left. Then stay on the left side, but bring the head to the left arm so you're fully on the left side. 2 deep mindful breaths here. Then gently press on up to seated. Take a moment to close the eyes, see how you feel. Remembering what you're grateful for. Taking the time to turn inward. And bringing the hands to heart center. holding on to that feeling of gratitude. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.